They'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
And for the matchup with the Sixers, it's going to be their 7th outing on the year. You feel the team will continue to round into form.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. And it's Porzingis in at the center. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Whoa! What a play!
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Now, here is Young. 5 to shoot. Banked in off the glass.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And here are the Bulls now after the missed 3 from Trae Young. Here's G, guarded by Reza Shea. Shea left side. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Drills it from outside.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Young looking it over. Screened by Porzingis. And that's good. Trae Young for 3. Young's got 5 now.
You knew Young wasn't waiting for that opportunity. He had the response for that 3.
Here's Swanson. Pass to Q. Porzingis with the steal. Daniels passes to Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And a deep 3 from Young. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Kicks it out to Che. And there's the drive.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Johnson from outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Here's G. Porzingis with the steal. Daniels against Garnett. Daniels kicks to Young. Right at the free throw line. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. 7 points in the game. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Atlanta?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively.
Oh, man!
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Outside Daniel. Pass to Porzingis. Now, here is Young. Off target from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Shea kicks to G. And he hammers that one right down into the face of Jalen Johnson.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, the closer.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
Here's Garnett. Jay, right side. 6 to shoot. And he makes that one. And with another season just getting underway, Tim, what kind of things are you looking for as you watch here courtside early on here in the season?
You want to see which players have made the progression in the offseason, added things to their games, particularly those young players that you know have a lot of potential. Have they added shooting range? Have they added things to their handle and give them a little bit more escapability?
There's the closer, and the layup's good off the glass. The closer's got 7 points in the game. The Hawks trail by 3. Young outside, lets it go with a 3. It's Jay with a rebound. For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Daniels with the double team. Garnett wide open. Knocks down the 3-ball.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, they came into that game a little flat for whatever reason and just couldn't tap into the energy you need to compete.
Well, they played hard, but you could tell from their body language they did not have the confidence they needed.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team. He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
And Tim, breaking down Jalen Johnson's game, what jumps out to you?
Well, Kevin, I think it's his versatility. He can really do everything out there. And when you combine it with his size and athleticism, he's got star written all over him.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And the foul on the closer. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here's Johnson. 11 points last game. 1:43 left here in the opening quarter.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Here's the closer. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Johnson outside. Back to Young. Puts up a 3. Chicago grabs the miss. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they had some memorable battles last season. Let's hope for more of the same here tonight. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
There's the 3. The rebound by Q. Q's got 4 rebounds in this game. Jay outside. To the wing on the left. Here's the closer. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. 3 on the clock. Here's Garnett. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Garnett's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Chicago. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
On its way from Young for 2. And again, unable to change momentum here. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back to the action in just a minute. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
Chicago leading by 15. We've got Q. The closer is out there with G. Then it's Garnett. And it's Jay in at the power forward. That's the group for the Chicago Bulls to start the second quarter. As the closer drills the baseline jumper. The closer's got 15.
Oh, terrific move there. I think he may need to check those ankles. He's just left the defender on the ground.
Man, that is nasty. What a move.
Kennard, the pass to Alexander Walker. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to G. Back to Jay. Drops in the layup for 2. 6 points for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you. The Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea, and he's been making those plays." Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Here's the closer, Kennard covering. Pass to Jay. Over to the left wing. Here's Q, and it's Chicago scoring again.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Bulls third.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Back to Young. Pass to Gay. The Hawks again can't hit. Chicago leading by 17. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Connects from three-point range. And now that's 11 points for Garnett.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Here's the closer. Ejected by Young.
And time that one just right. That'll fire up Young and his teammate.
And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And stolen by Okongwu.
The turnovers keep coming. It's been a pretty sloppy start to the game for them, but they're still in the driver's seat.
Here's the closer, defended by Young. Young with the steal. Pass to Daniel. The Trae. And that's good. Trae Young for 3. Young's got 17 now.
Well, a couple made threes in the first quarter, and he's not slowing down after drilling another one.
Here's Swanson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that are able to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question it's become something that's a priority for teams now, and I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
Ah, that's terrific. That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. The Hawks trail by 16. Johnson outside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Young, and it goes down 2 points. Young's got 22 points.
Yeah, Trae Young has been relentless offensively. He has brought the effort and the production.
Pass to G. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A moment now to see the stats for Daniels. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 14 points per, just over 3 steals and 6 rebounds. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
Coaches love that guy who can provide instant offense off the bench. What a huge asset.
Atlanta making some changes. Porzingis, he's checked in for Okongwu. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Dyson Daniels. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Back to Young. This one for 3. Rebound by the Bulls. They host the Kings after this game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Johnson with a screen on Garnett. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And this kid, Ricochet, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
Here's the closer. 15 points in the game. Johnson over to help. Hugh passes to Shea. Buries it from 3-point range. Shea's got 9 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Pass to G. High post try. Nice jump shot. Good. 12 points for him.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Young, good.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's the closer. And he goes in for the jump.
Wow. Going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
And checking out the numbers for Young. He's coming off an excellent season. And he ranked in the top 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor. An absolute magician with the basketball. Beyond the arc. Sinks the 3-pointer. Young's got 28.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Here's Swanson. Hugh passes to the closer. And he slams that one down.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Well, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Here's Shea, and Shea throws it down hard.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Young left side. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
The Atlanta shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
He gets that one.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Chicago leading by 18. There's 53 seconds left now here in the second.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Here's Young. He's coming off a 16-point game against Oklahoma City. Wide open look. Again, the Hawks score.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Kicks it out to Che. It's stolen by Johnson. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Garnett's got 5 rebounds tonight. Young in the corner. Unblocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
Atlanta substitution, number 17, Onyeka Okongwu.
With 1 on the clock, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Bulls lead by 18. And we'll get going after this from United Center.
Welcome to half. For the Magic, they'll be up against the 76ers out in Philadelphia. Tip-off will be 7 o'clock Eastern.
I prefer.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Bulls.
It's not just...
That'll do it for our show tonight.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Riza-Shea. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Young in at the point. Here's the closer. Pass to G. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Q. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Q's got 7.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
And a shift in the front office for the Atlanta Hawks this past summer. Tim, what do you think might have led to that pivot?
Well, Atlanta has missed the playoffs for 2 straight seasons, but their young pool of talent is demonstrating they've gotten some of these right.
Here's the closer. 23 points in the game. Pass to G. Here's Q. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Daniels. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger. I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
The Hawks trail by 18. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit.
The Hawks trail by 17. On its way from Young for 2. Rebound by the Bulls. Shea's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And White kicks to Shea. Pass to the closer. And he banks in the layup. The closer's got 11 in the second half.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Back to Young. Takes a 3. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Young's got 38 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Now here the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding team. The Bulls 3rd.
And when you look at the numbers from a year ago, they were dominant on the glass. It's a big part of their identity.
And he knocks down the first one. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Atlanta. Luke Kennard comes in for Young. The Hawks trail by 18. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Here's a look at some stats for Kristaps Porzingis. Great showing for him last season. He was around 19 points per game last year, 6 rebounds and 2 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
Here's White, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
And they've also done an outstanding job scoring in the paint, getting close looks and just pounding them inside.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Reza Shea has done a lot to quiet the doubters after being the #1 overall pick in 2024.
Well, in a draft without a lot of star power at the top, the Hawks took the kind of prototype wing you can't have too many of. And he has made good on that pick.
Here's Porzingis. It's blocked. Here's the closer. He's got 36, and he jams it with authority.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
And there's a whistle. That goes on the bodyguard. That's his first foul. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connected Cam.
2 minutes.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Okongwu. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Shea, right side. And he drops it in from the low post. Shea's got 13 points.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Outside, Porzingis. And And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Zachary Risacher.
And at 7'3", Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities. And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, when you have the lead, ball security's everything. Just focus on each trip up the floor.
Young, no good. Chicago leading by 22. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And that's now his 4th turnover. He's just been too careless with the basketball.
And the Hawks making a change here. Gaze checked in. Here's Young. He has 38 in the game. Crafty move. Okongwu kicks to Kennard. There's a screen. Pass to Gay. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Here's the closer, defended by Young. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Garnett with the steal. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this. It's the Bulls running away with it from the... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. You've got Garnett, Hugh out there with Che. And it's the closer. And it's White in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Chicago.
And he is so good at that. When Young gets inside position, he knows how to draw contact and get to the line.
Tim, it feels like the bigger the stakes, the better we're going to see Trae Young playing.
Well, Kevin, he's had his moments in the playoffs, and he embraces the spotlight, home or away. He won't shy from being the villain. That's the kind of chip he plays with.
Alexander Walker passes to Young. Here's Gay. Pass to Kennard. To the inside. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Great, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Hawks shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Shot from 12. The rebound by Q. Q's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Kicks it out to Garnett. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Okongwu.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Pass to Gay. Now Kennard. The Hawks again can't hit.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
White inside. Okongwu on him. And White slams it in.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
The three-pointer is right on target.
3.
Young's got 43 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line. He has come out of halftime on a mission, just relentless.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. That three off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Kevin, is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is in elite company. And there's the foul. It's on cue. That's foul number 2 for him. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion. As those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices, the pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Uses both hands to slam it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. The Hawks are gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Okongwu finds Kennard. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 7. That's tipped.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
The closure, that's good.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
And here's Kennard. Young for 3. It's all in by the Bulls. Shea's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And here we go. Fast break with Shea. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Okongwu.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And here's Young from the arc. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. It's Garnett on the wing, defended by Alexander Walker. Young against White. Young with no one around. Chicago grabs the miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's the close. Put it down hard.
Watch out below. Woo!
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Kennard with the ball. Lets it go from deep. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. White against Young. White is double. Shoots the 3. And again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Johnson sets the screen for Kennard. Down low. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years, but nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
And here's Young from the connects again from distance.
he's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got two guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. Here's Garnett, pass to the closer. And got it! Another basket!
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making it GA look all too easy right now. Outside Daniel. Here's Young. White with the defensive effort. Chicago has gone off with a three-pointer tonight. They're a perfect 7 of 7. But closer, that's good.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
Young against White. There's the triple. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And ever win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for the closer.
Well, offensively, he was about as locked in as you can be, and his team continued to find him.
Garnett with the block. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. There's 45 seconds left in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Daniels, no good. Shea outside. And he hammers that one right down into the face of Jalen Johnson.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
And White kicks to Shea. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. Young outside. Johnson outside. Pass to Daniels. Out left to the wing. Garnett with the steal. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, the closer.